Here's the veteran second baseman, Whit Merrifield. The pitch. In for a strike. And here we go in 2023. This to center field. O'Neill drifts towards it. Hauls it in for the out. Here's Kiermaier now.
Pretty amazing, going way back. Possibly the best center fielder I've ever seen.
And it's fouled away. The wind to the pitch.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And now the lefty. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Yeah, left-handed batter facing a left-handed pitcher that's got some sink like that at the end. It's just the bottom falls out of it when it looks like it's going to be a pretty good pitch in that location that everyone says lefties love.
Here's the 0-1. And a foul ball. Bo Bichette, second-round pick, 2016, and a kid who comes from pretty good baseball family. His dad, he locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Down in order go the Blue Jays. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Back after this on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Tommy Edman. Fouled off left side. Kevin Gausman hails from Colorado, but he played his college ball at LSU. He was the 4th overall pick in the 2012 draft. Made his debut at 22 years old in 2013, and he has gotten himself through a lot.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Stepping in, Lars Nootbaar. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Yeah, and coming through the minor leagues, he was expected to be the #1 starter for the Baltimore Orioles and never quite lived up to that billing, but continued to fight ups and downs, persevered, and after 2 free agent deals, he finally became an all-star.
That's a hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
He was all over that one.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Springer there makes the catch. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play.
Man, you have to be sure if you're tagging from second base that you're going to move up to third with no problem. And I know he wasn't out by very much, and it took a great throw to get him, but you're already in scoring position, so it's just a foolish decision to try and push it there.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And George makes the grab, and that is all set for the start of the inning. Leading off, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Fought off foul. The pitch. And a swing and a miss there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success.
That's to third. Tosses to first. 1 out in the second. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
No score here in the second. Goes down looking. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
That's a strike, and it's 0-2.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean,
got him looking, and good work there. Back here in St. Louis, bottom half of inning number 2, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. 0-1. Gausman, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a changeup. That one the other way. Springer snags it on the run.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
That one ripped. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
didn't take long to get a result for that at-bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Springer there makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
This one high in the air to left center. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So the Cards stranded. Back here at Busch Stadium. Now the left fielder, number 36. Swings and misses. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging.
Man, he stood no chance in that at bat. A 3-pitch strikeout, swung through all 3. Tell you what, Boog, it's not a good feeling at all.
You know that from experience?
It's happened a time or two. If I didn't roll over on the first pitch, sinker to second base, then, you know, in there long enough, then I would, yeah, I've had a couple.
My guy, hacktastic. George Springer in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is fouled back. Chris, one of the things that's really cool about George Springer's story is what he has overcome. As a kid, he had a lot of anxiety, and he had a stutter, and he's a guy now that speaks publicly and does so marvelously and is a great. Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. And welcome back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Here comes a pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. In safely, it's a double, and his second hit.
Wastes no time there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Cards, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 9.
Now this is in the air down the line. Automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground. And a run comes in to score.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
And that one sliced foul. Goldie leads off second with nobody out. That's a laser base hit. Stop sign goes up at 3rd. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Here's Nolan Arenado. He's on the verge of a milestone. His next home run will be the 300th of his career. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here's the left fielder, Jordan Walker. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Gorman around third. One run is in. Arenado around third. He scores as well. And they lead by 4. In there safely. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat. Opposite field knock.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. In comes the run from third to add on. It's 5-0. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Left-hander out of the bullpen, Hyunjin Ryu.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And that one hammered. That's back there. Out of here.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Ripped on a line. Kiermaier brings it in for the 3rd out. Final damage here. They bat around. 10 come to the plate. 7 runs on the board. Merrifield in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
And first offering is fouled off. And that's in for a strike. The Jays still looking for their first hit in this one. Bounced up the middle. Throw to first. Great stretch, and they got him.
Just an outstanding play going up the middle right there. And the exchange to get the throw off to first just shows you why he's one of the best shortstops around. So smooth, yet so quick at the same time. And any slower, and those wheels burning down the first baseline are going to turn that into an infield hit.
Struck him out looking. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They continue to trade. Welcome back. Bottom 4. Then here's Paul Goldschmidt. And a pitch. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. In safely with a double. His 2nd of the day.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Nolan Gorman. Here's a rocket out to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
It's through for a hit. They won't risk the send. Runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
That's a base hit. Run scores.
Well done. Drives in the run. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And it's gone. So he leaves the yard to left. His first homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 11-0.
When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
New pitcher now for the Jays, Trevor Richards. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. So up next, Tyler O'Neill. He's already homered in this game. Fly ball down the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Tyler O'Neill, you look at that frame and you know he's got some power, but also an excellent defender. He's won multiple Gold Gloves. But speaking of that frame, his dad Terry was over to Bichette. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. St. Louis gets 3 on the homer. We've played 4. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in St. Louis, and now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And that is cut on and missed. And it's 1-1. Oh, great stop. The throw. Arenado tossed to second. On to first in time. Double play.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
On the ground, right side. Can't glove it cleanly. Two outs, runner at first. Number 36 next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Hit on the ground to the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. To the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. Third out. And a pitch. Line drive, base hit.
Now batting, right field.
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Cardinals, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. In the air out towards right center. And that one hops the wall. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play. It's 13-0. So man aboard, Nolan Gorman next up for the Cardinals. And that's going to get into the corner.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Chad Green ready to go. Ripped on a line to center. Nice grab on the run. And there's 1 away. Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. into right, and that should be extra bases. Runner from second scores as they add on. 15-0.
3 hits and 4 ABs in this one. Not a bad way to start your big league career. And he looks very comfortable hitting at this level. And now we'll have to see if he can keep that going as the league starts to learn more about him.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. That's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
And now it's Juan Yepez. Well struck right field. Springer going back some more. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Picks himself up an RBI. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And here is Tyler O'Neill. Now fly ball to right center. Kiermaier trying to get there. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. And there are 2 outs. He's in on the sacrifice fly, and the lead continues to grow.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Kiermaier trying to get there. Tracks it down for the out. And that'll... All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the right fielder, George Springer. And first offering is fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Chris George Springer, a Connecticut native, in fact played at college ball at UConn. First round pick by the Astros in 2011, and he helped lead the Astros to the World Series in 2017. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Whit Merrifield up to the plate. Oh, and 2 as he waves at that one.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
Springer stands at first with 1 out. This one in the air, center field. O'Neill snags it for the 2nd out. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. Back here in St. Louis, bottom of the 6th. And the batter now, Lars Nootbaar. And he deals. Line to left. Makes the grab, 1 down. And up next for St. Louis, Paul Goldschmidt.
Really good piece of hitting last time going to the opposite field.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Kiermaier moving under it and puts the squeeze on that. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Nolan Gorman. Smash to the left side. Bichette jumps, throws, and the inning is over. Back here at Busch Stadium, we go to the top of the 7th, and here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a bouncer. Whips it to first, and Guerrero is set down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Chapman stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Chapman gets a piece there.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result,
He's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Foul ball, still 0-2. One down, base is empty. High fly ball, shallow right field. Nootbaar moves under it. 2 away. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Santiago Espinal. And first offering is fouled off. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter.
Ooh, missed a mistake right there.
On the ground to short. Fires over to first. That's the 3rd out. And welcome back. Bottom of the 7th. Now up for St. Louis, Nolan Arenado. Green back to work. Lined, and that's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock. Now the left fielder, Jordan Walker. He's got a single, a double, and a triple in this game. A home run gets him the cycle. And first offering is fouled off. And the righty deals. Line drive, fair ball. Arenado makes the turn at second. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
He couldn't have dreamed this game would go much better, Boog. I mean, 4 hits in his MLB debut. That's absolutely what dreams are made of. And I'll tell you, he's making a statement with the way he's swinging the bat in this one.
Yimi Garcia taking over on the mound. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's the Cardinal DH, Juan Yepez. Laced down the line, could be extra bases. Walker coming home. 1 run across. Contreras headed home. He pulls into second as a run scores. Play at the plate, and they cut him down. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Tyler O'Neill. He's already homered here in this one. Ground ball up the middle. On to first. And O'Neill is retired. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. And here comes Tommy Edman. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Could be extra bases. In comes the runner from third, and they extend their lead. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon. So digging in, Lars Nootbaar. Swing and a base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
And that one is lifted in the air. And George makes the grab. And they get Goldschmidt. Welcome back. Ready to begin. In the 8th, and now for the Jays, number 36. Now on the bump, Matthew Liberatore.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And there's 1 down.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Here's George Springer. Tapped softly on the ground. One at second. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Nolan Gorman. The pitch. Late swing, foul to the left. That one is absolutely belted. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safe, and that's his 3rd hit.
Having a really nice game here. That's his 2nd extra base hit. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
And now, Nolan Arenado. Kiermaier hauls it in, and there's one away. Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. Slice to right, and foul ball. Hammered down the line. Could be extra bases. Gorman around 3rd. He'll score easily, and the lead continues to grow.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Line drive, base hit right field. They won't risk the send. Runners at the corners now with one away. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Tim Mesa. This guy can bring it velocity-wise. And the batter now, Juan Yepez. The other way. That one hops against the fence. And he's in safely at 3rd. A run comes in on the play.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time,
lays out and makes the play. Throw into 3rd. In to score is the runner from 3rd, and they extend their lead. And he beats it. He's safe. Tommy Edman at the plate.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. In comes the run from 3rd, and the lead continues to grow. And he's got a double, his 4th hit.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Run comes in from 2nd, and they extend their lead.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for these guys. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And now it's going to be Paul Goldschmidt. On a line out towards center. Kiermaier puts the squeeze on that one. And that all set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the 2nd baseman, Whit Merrifield. And that one fouled off. Liberatore, a 6'4" lefty, 23 years old, a former 1st-round pick back in 2018. Bounce to the left side. Fires to 1st on the run. He's in there.
It was a healthy cut, but the same can't be said for the contact. He got just enough of the ball to put it in play, and that's all he needed. Tough play for the defense on what was kind of a swinging bunt.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball.
Drops into the glove, and there's one down. Bo Bichette up to the dish. In the air out towards right center. O'Neill drifts towards it. Puts the squeeze on it. And there's 2 down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Out towards right center field. O'Neill on his horse. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cardinals slug their way to a win in this one. Well, this one ends in a blowout.